Okay. Good morning, everybody. Today is February 6th, 2025. It is a Thursday, and this is Jackie. This is the Med Expressions podcast, and I'm your host, of course, Jackie Edwards. And today we're diving into something that's kind of real to a lot of us entrepreneurs or those striving entrepreneurs and those things of those of us who aspire to be great or either just chase a bag, is what we call it nowadays. We're going to we're going to talk about how we push towards success without pushing ourselves off the edge. And what inspired this is because I'm a little bit under the weather right now, and I'm kind of it's a little hard to bounce back because I already have a weakened immune system. So any sickness kind of takes me down a little longer than others. And I'm doing this. I know nobody's probably going to join, but by being said, I should do an on air live. So this is what I'm doing. This is my first one, so bear with me. I don't do edits, you guys, because I believe in being transparent of who I am. I'm human. I make mistakes, and I'm transparent about my mistakes. And this is a no judgment zone. So if you come with judgment, then please move on because I don't have time for it. I will fly to your city, and we can sit down and talk about things face to face. That's what I will do. So back to the topic. Sometimes we grind so hard that burnout is like knocking at the door. It's like right there. Like, hey, burnout, I'm right here because I know you about to walk into me, so I'm gonna make it a little bit easier for you right here. Or sometimes you can feel like you're in the flow, but not moving fast enough. So we feel like we're stagnated in our movement, and sometimes we're right there and we're about to meet burnout, still doing that, not even recognizing it. Sometimes it's like stress. We don't know when stress, they say it's the silent killer for a reason. Our body's so used to stress, and it will stress even when we don't know it's stressing. So this is kind of what I want to talk about today. I want to unpack the balance between the hustle and the flow so we can win without wearing ourselves out. So before I even get into it, I kind of want to pose a question, and I want to hear from you guys. So you can DM me, you can comment, you can email me your biggest struggle. And do you lean toward the hustle or do you struggle to find your momentum? And of course, I'm at Med Expressions. It's MEDXPRESSIONZ at gmail.com. My website is the quickest way to get to me is www.medexpressionsllc.com. Also, I'm on every platform of a social media: TikTok, Lemonade, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, for X, formerly known as Twitter, kind of all over the Substack, Medium, LinkedIn. So once you get the spelling down pack, you can find me. So when we talk about hustle, let's talk about a little bit about what we define that as. So grinding, nonstop, high intensity, often glorified kind of as the only way to success. We got to grind. You hear people say, you got to hustle. You got to get that grind in type of thing. Whereas the flow is like they ease where effort meets alignment. So productivity feels natural rather than forced. I always tell people I learned what flow was when I stopped working jobs where I felt like I had to grind, and I started working jobs where I like going to work. Actually, when I stepped into my career, that's when it became a flow for me. What I did prior to my career was a hustle for me because I had to hustle to get to my flow, if that makes sense. I used to be the queen of the hustle, right? Late nights, early mornings, pushing through exhaustion. I remember I would leave one job, uh, go wash up in Burger King bathroom, and then go to the next job. And I would sleep. I used to tell people I sleep when I'm dead. That was one of the things, those cliches, right? But one day my body forced me to stop. And I learned that true success comes when you're in the flow, when your work feels natural and you're not surviving, but you're thriving. So I want you to take a second with that being said and tell me, where do you fall? Are you in the hustle mode 24/7? I gotta get it no matter what. I sleep when I'm dead. Sleep is for the dead. I ain't got time to sleep, this, that, the other. Or do you struggle with momentum? So rate yourself from a 1 to 10, 1 being total burnout, or 10 being your complete balance. And then if you get a chance, DM me your number because I would love to know, excuse me, if I'm the only person um, that has been like that. I know I'm not. So I just want some others to share because I feel like when we share knowledge, we can help those behind us. And that's kind of what we want to do. We want to leave the nuggets for the ones behind us to pick up um, and not hoard it for ourselves because that makes no sense to kind of keep it when, you know, we shouldn't have to, right? So, let's talk about the dangers of the hustle culture, right? So they say some of the myths we hear when it comes to that is sleep is for the weak. No, sleep is to fuel your brain and your body, right? Because it's like gas for the car. If we don't put no gas in the car, it goes on E. Now that's a quick remedy, right? We can go call, tow people, whatever AAA, whoever your people is, to come bring you some gas and you can get back on the road. But what about when we don't take care of the engine and the motor, right? For instance, I'm going through that right now. My transmission went out. So at that point, then what do? I either have to invest. My investment becomes a little bit bigger than me having to call somebody to bring $10 worth of gas to get me to the gas station. So another thing we have, you have to suffer for success. Actually, growth is not about the pain. It's about the progress. So I remember my therapist. I remember my personal trainer, which is my bro. Shout out to Mike at Naked Athletic Fitness here in Las Vegas. He always tell me start with 5 minutes and then move to 10 minutes. Right? Don't come in here trying to do an hour and 2 hours when you know you're not used to that. So you're gonna be in pain, and it's gonna make you not want to continue. But if you slow with your momentum and you build it, then you can see the progress. And then we have the one that's more hours equal more success. No, if you work smart, right, you don't have to work as hard. And I live by that theory. I work smart, not hard. Because I've learned that even with starting this business, I've seen the momentum and some days I have to pull back and be like, okay, now you have to sit back and watch everything that you've done run its course, right? We can't keep pushing and pushing and pushing, especially when you deal with people like that. So then these are the signs I tell everybody to look at when you're in the danger zone. When you're constantly tired, right? When you're always feeling guilty when you sleep, when your physical health and your mental health is starting to go down. You guys, I'm such an advocate for mental health because that's one of the signs that we can't see. Like mental health is one of those internal things, and we don't know what a person is dealing with internally. So we have to be careful how we start treating our own self, and then that is how others will in return treat us. If that makes sense, I hope it does. If you need any more clarification on anything I talk about, please reach out to me. I love to run my mouth when it's about something that can yield results to help somebody. So when you have a loss of passion for what you love, so when you start to not want to do those things that you love, these right here is that you're in the danger zone. So I got a quick exercise for you. Take a deep breath, right? I'm gonna do it with you. We'll close our eyes for 5 seconds. And then I want you to picture in your mind your ideal work-life balance, what that would look like. And then I want you to open your eyes and ask yourself, are you even close to that right now? And if you are, kudos to you. Stay there and grow from there. But if you're not, don't stay there. Let's grow from there. So then how do we shift into the flow without losing our mind, right? So this is what I come up with, and this is from research, nothing that I, slept without of, it's just some research. So a credit to those who have had, and I did a lot of research. So we have to align and we have to work on what energizes us, not just what pays the bills, right? Because the bills are going to get paid regardless. So, and if they don't, then I mean, that was the purpose for that, and then you have to go back and re-strategize. But if you work smart and not hard, it's not that hard, guys, I promise you. We have to prioritize. So not everything is urgent, and I promise I had to learn this true story for me. It is okay to say no. It is actually once you start doing it, you'll say no to everything, and then you be like, "Oh, I meant to say yes." No, for real. No, I'm sorry, but no, yeah, right. So that's kind of how it goes. So kudos to you, right? If you can say no, but to the rest of us, we're gonna get there, right? We are gonna get there. And then I want you to make rest a non-negotiable part of your success strategy. Make sure the body, I was gonna say the Bible, but the Bible probably tells us that too. We have to rest the body, right? 8 hours at least, you guys, we need to get in the day. It doesn't matter. You're no good if you can't sleep. And if you're having issues with insomnia, go see a provider, go see a doctor and get some help with that, right? So we have our practical strategies. So we have to work in power cycles, 90-minute bursts, then rest. So if you work for 90 minutes, that's an hour and a half, then take a 15, 20-minute rest. Okay. Um, then our one daily hour of deep, enjoyable work. So what I do is I start my day at about 5, 6 in the morning, and I meditate, I pray, I get my affirmations going for myself, and then what I do is I get into my own business, and then once I finish my own business, then I go into where I have to clock in at. And even when I'm there at my place of employment, I still incorporate the same thing. Nothing is to stress me. I'm in the medical field, so I always remember what I was told 24 years ago when I entered this field. I was told, we can fix everything as long as you don't press delete and as long as nobody stops breathing. So I live by that. Everything can be fixable, right? And then we have to have our boundaries and our rest rituals. So make sure your scheduled downtime is productive. So I challenge you to schedule 1 hour this week to do something completely for yourself, whether it's journaling, walking, or just relaxing with no guilt. And then tell me how it feels. I would love to know because I journal daily. I got big, big books of journals, you guys, because I have to get out of me some things. So I thank you for listening to me. Um, I want you to know the hustle gets you started, but the flow keeps you going. So make sure you find a balance, protect your peace, and watch how your success multiply. Take a picture of your flow moment this week, whether it's a relaxing break, a mindful walk, or an hour of deep work, and tag me on social media. I'm on Facebook at Med Expressions. I'm on Instagram at Med Expressions. You can look me up on TikTok. I believe it's Celeste Edwards. You can find me there. Or just send me an email. I would love to know that. And if this episode resonated with you, share with a friend who needs to hear this. And don't forget to leave a review. It helps us keep delivering content that truly impacts lives. I promise you, I love doing this. I'm not getting paid for it, but I love engaging with people. I love talking with people. And I tell you this, for everybody that hits me back, or the first 10 people, I made these journals. I would love to send you one. I got candles. I would love to send you that, or even affirmation cards. So whatever it is, just support me while I support you. And if I don't support you, then support somebody else. I don't see anybody that was on the air that had anything they wanted to say. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and close out. Take care of your body, hydrate, because as you can see, I'm under the weather. This isn't my normal sexy voice. This is this is my rough, ragged voice, right? However, thank you for listening. I hope that I touched somebody, and I promise I want to start having guests. I just gotta find some because I'm a little goofy and I like to have fun. Life is already um, serious enough. I like to ease it up just a little. So thank you for sharing your 15 minutes with me. And though we might not be famous from our 15 minutes together, I hope that your mind and your mentality is touched, your heart was elevated, and you be safe. And I'm here if you ever need to talk, vent, listen, or if you just want to jump onto an episode where we can talk about absolutely nothing, the sky blue, or your neighbor's dirty yard. I'm all for it because any conversation is better than no conversation. So have a good Thursday, and I look forward to our next time together.